When I was 18 years old, my parents divorced. I moved out of my family home on my 18th birthday, and for the remaining 4 years, when I was living with either one of my parents, I was living with just my mum and my sister, and I was no longer really seeing any of my dad. Wasn't really spending much time with my dad at all. For someone who's now 22 years young, right? I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur out here living alone, building my own online business and traveling the world, right? There's a lot of things that I've had to learn and a lot of harsh realities I've had to face and a shit ton of mistakes that I've made just to get even to this point, right? And I'm only just getting started. Looking back, there's so many pieces of advice that both of my parents had given me. Some I listened to, majority I didn't listen to because I was young. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about all of the things that I wish my dad had actually told me at the age of 18. Because that is the most pivotal point in my life. That's when I really had to kind of step up and actually be an adult. And a lot of stuff was happening in my life at that time. Like I said, my parents were split up, right? I was no longer living with my dad, so there was no other male role model kind of in my peripheral, in my environment, right? I was just around women, just my sister and my mum, living with them day in, day out, just around feminine energy. So the first thing that I wish my dad had taught me at a younger age is that true freedom comes from discipline. Discipline is freedom. So many of us, like guys, when we're on our journey, right, of self-improvement and trying to be the best version of ourselves, before we even get to starting our journey, we often think that playing games, playing video games, smoking weed, you think that that is freedom, bro. When I look back, I used to think that that was freedom. Like, yeah, fuck it, let me stay up late tonight and do it all night. You think that those things are freedom, right? But the reality is, bro, that couldn't be further from the truth. When you're a young guy, you feel like being rebellious is what is going to give you freedom. And you think that it gives you a false sense of freedom, bro, but we're wrong. I was wrong to think that. Freedom is not me avoiding responsibility. Freedom is not me trying to just get drunk and use external vices as a form of escapism for me to feel free temporarily in the moment. True freedom, bro, comes from discipline. True freedom comes from you having location freedom and financial freedom. But the only way that you can achieve both of those things is through having an extreme level of consistent discipline. So what I'm trying to say practically is freedom for me comes from having a good routine. Freedom for me comes from having radical focus on one thing, which right now is making content, right? I'm disciplined enough to wake up, and every single morning when I wake up, I spend the first 3 hours of my day making content. That is discipline, bro. Freedom comes from me getting in the best shape of my life, right? And staying in the gym and going to the gym and doing that leg day on the days when I don't really want to go gym and I just can't be bothered to do it. Freedom, true freedom, bro, will come from you being the most disciplined version of yourself. You need to understand that. You have to get in tune with the laws of the universe, bro. And discipline is a big part of that. You need to become a disciplined individual. And I wish my dad had really told me that a lot sooner on in my journey. And I really wish that I learned the importance of being disciplined, right? And actually just saying no, right? And not doing things and not, messing up my sleep routine and not going and crashing it and just getting blackout drunk and not thinking that these external vices is going to give me the freedom, which I thought it was going to give me, but it doesn't. It doesn't give you any type of true freedom, bro. True freedom comes from living life on your own terms, living on your own means, and having full independence and autonomy over your life. But you will not, bro. I guarantee you will not get there if you do not have any ounce of discipline. Discipline is the first stage. It's the foundation of you getting any type of success in your life, whatever that looks like, right? You need to be disciplined and radically and aggressively make progress forward towards that goal, which in your case could be location freedom, right? Your goal in the short term, right? Your idea of freedom is being able to quit your 9-to-5 job. So therefore you need to be disciplined enough to work on the 9-to-5 and then go straight to the 5-to-9, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'll show you a picture right now. This is me in 2022 after work and during my lunch break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I'd be working on my first business, right? Which is Ty Creates, my web design business, right? That is discipline. When all of the rest of the boys are going out or are going to the pub after work or doing some other bullshit. Really, 5 to 9, I was literally locked in my room on my laptop, right? Just putting in work with my whiteboard in front of my desk in my room. That is discipline, bro. True freedom comes from discipline. Because if I didn't do that and go through that period of my life, right, I would not have got to this point in my life now where I'm able to, run my own online business and, not have to go back home and live under my mum's roof. That is freedom. Do you know what I mean? But I would never have got here if I hadn't done those things and been disciplined at that point in my life first, bro. That's the first thing that I wish my dad really just kind of drilled into my head. And a lot of it, if I'm being, really self-reflecting, is just because I was very hardened. My mum always used to say, you got a hardened hole, which is like kind of Caribbean term for saying that you're stubborn, you don't want to hear. Like, I just never wanted to listen to anybody, right? And it's gotten me so far, but at the end of the day, as you get older, you realize and you get more mature and realize that, you need to constantly learn, and you're not right. You are not right. You do not know it all. The person who thinks they know it all knows the least, bro. So step number 1, first tip or lesson that I wish my dad did tell me, is that true freedom comes from discipline, bro. And the sooner you realize that in your life, the better your life will become, bro. I guarantee it. You're not going to get freedom from, just, doing all these stupid all-nighters and then just getting crash out, shit-faced drunk and, just trying to be rebellious, bro. Stop trying to be a rebellious child and seek discipline to give you the independence to unlock that level of freedom that you actually want to go after the right way, bro. For real. The next thing that I wish my dad had told me when I was younger is that true power comes from self-control, right? Self-control is power. What do I mean by that? Right? When I was younger, I used to be quite aggressive. I wasn't able to be in control of my emotions. I used to, get quite angry a lot and, have like really like drastic mood swings. I was kind of like a girl in that sense, like always just having mad emotions that I wasn't able to control and channel. Self-control is power, bro. If you're a young guy, you need to get control of yourself, bro. Mind over matter, bro. Mind over your body always, bro. You need to get a hold of yourself, G. Like, step up. Get control of yourself, right? I used to just do some dumb, stupid shit, all stemming from emotion. Someone would piss me off, and then I'd get pissed off and take it out on this next person, right? It's just a whole spiral, right, of what I like to call fuckery. A spiral of just bullshit, bro. Self-control is power, bro. Get control over yourself, G. Like, how are you a young guy and you can't even control your emotions, bro? How are you, you always have that meme when it's like, oh, like, that's the type of person to be like a fucking school shooter or do some dumb shit. It's because that person is just, so many guys nowadays just emotional, bro. Get control over your emotions, right? Self-control is ultimate power, genuinely. No matter what you go through, right, you can't control somebody's action, but you can control your response. Stop reacting, start responding. Stop allowing something to happen to you and you're like, oh, you get mad straight away. Take it back into your own self, breathe, bro, right? And you decide how you want to respond to the situation, right? I never used to do this. I even still work on this now, right? I'm on my journey, right? I'm not perfect, far from that, but I've come a long way, bro, because, old me would have just bugged out and just got mad and, now it's a big problem and I was really one of those guys, right? You need to get control over your emotions as men. We often think that it's women who are mad emotional, but really and truly it's guys. If you're a guy and you lack self-control, you're more of a risk than any emotional woman is. I guarantee it, bro, because if you can't get control of yourself, your own mind, bro, how are you ever going to actually be able to do anything? Oh, you're not going to go and do this because you're pissed off, so now you're being stubborn, so now you're giving blunt replies to someone else. That's not what a man does, bro. As a man, you have to understand how to be stoic, bro. And when I say that, it's not just me coming on some toxic masculinity type of vibe. It's like me telling you to be a man, get control over your emotions, bro. That is the real power. The most powerful man in the room is the one who has control over himself, bro. And again, I'm learning this stuff myself, but I'm way further along my journey compared to when I first started out. And I really do wish that I had learned this early on in my journey as well, years back. 4 years ago when I was 18 years old, that would have really been a big game changer for me in my life. The next thing that I wish my dad had really drilled into me, right, and told me is that your mind is the world, bro. When I say that your mind is the world, what I'm trying to say, bro, is that you need to understand that your mind controls every single thing. Every single thing that you have, every experience you have in your life, bro, all stems from the mind, bro. If you have a weak mind, you will never achieve anything in this world, bro. Your mind is literally the world, the world. Everything you see, the way you see it, your strength, your resilience, the likelihood you are being successful or getting to where you want to be, it's all down to this, bro. Everything in your life all comes down to this. Doesn't matter the scenario, the this, the that. It's all in here, bro. Everything comes down to your mind. Your mind is the only one thing that you have true control over in your life. So therefore, your mind is the world, bro. Because the way that you go out and perceive the world and interact with the world, engage into the world and talk to people is all as an external result of your mind, bro, and how strong and resilient you are up here. Your mind is the world. Take control of your mind, bro. It's so important that you get control over your mind, right? Your mind is the most powerful weapon that you ever have, right? Study, learn. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Knowledge is actual power. Knowledge makes someone a dangerous man, bro, just for you learning and growing your mind, right? And if you can get control over your mind, right, and put yourself in uncomfortable positions, right? Go and do that ice bath, even though your mind and even though your body's telling you, get out, I'm cold, and your nerves are all whatever, your mind's telling you, no, I'm staying in here for 5 minutes. Get control of your mind, bro. Your mind is the world, bro. Every single thing that happens to you outside, people talk to you, the way you might shake someone's hand, it all comes from your mind, bro. Genuinely, right? Take control of your mind, bro. Because if you cannot take control of your mind, bro, you're going to be a weak man. Right? And what happens as a result of you being a weak man is that you're never going to be able to get and make progress towards your goal, because the foundation of anything in your life is your mindset, bro, and how you think and what level of resilience can you withstand, right? This is not me saying that you should go and, like, try and do a marathon tomorrow on some David Goggins shit, but I'm just saying, bro, like, you need to get control over your mind, G. And if you are someone who has a weak mind, you're a dangerous person, not in a good way, right? You're at risk of doing some dumb shit that you're probably going to regret simply because you have not been able to take control of your mind. Take control of your mind, bro. It's power. Trust me. The next thing that I wish my dad had told me is that selfishness is selflessness. And what I mean by that is I wish my dad told me that in order for me to really be able to help someone, help the family, help my friends, help people and give back to people, right? Because that's what all of us as humans want to do. We want to help people, right? But in order for me to be in a position to help someone and give back, I have to first be selfish. And what I mean by being selfish is saying no to things that don't help me in my goal, only committing to achieving my goal and increasing my value as a young man to be in a position where I'm actually capable and I have the resources to be able to give back and be selfless. In order for you to be selfless and help someone else, you first have to save yourself, bro. How can you go and give advice to one of your friends who's struggling with their girlfriend and in their relationship when you haven't even been able to solve that problem yourself? How are you going to be able to give advice to your little cousin because he's looking to make some money and he's not able to go and get a job? How are you going to be able to help him make money online when you've never done that shit yourself? You need to save yourself first, bro. Stop trying to give handouts and give people like half of nothing, right? Go build up your own value first, bro. Go improve your life first, right? And once you've done that, you've now achieved something and obtained a certain level of value for you to now give back and pour into someone else's cup. So many of us, and me, I used to try and pour back into other people's cup when my cup was damn near empty because I didn't do anything. I was still smoking weed. I was still a bum. I was still not making money. I was still asking my mum for money, even at, 19 or 20 years old. Do you know what I'm trying to say? As a big ass man, right? Or big ass baby, should I say. You need to go and increase and improve your own value first, right? And be selfish first. Say no. Go on your own path. Say no. Cut off all your old friends if they're not conducive to the new person that you are now. Go and say no to being around people who are low vibrational and don't really add to your energy. They just envy you and, put you in an uncomfortable situation you don't really want to be in. Say no, bro. Put your foot down. Be selfish now, right? So when you build up your value, you can then go and give back and pour back into your family. Go and retire your mum and go and actually help people. Right now, bro, the reality is you're probably a fucking burden, G. You probably are. If you're living under your mum's roof right now, you're a burden. Because your mum's having to cook for you, your mum's having to do your washing, your mum's looking after you, right? What are you doing for her? Be selfish, move out, man up, grow some balls, go and, build an online business, go and actually become a person of value. Go make your mum proud and then go and give back, bro. How are you trying to go and give back to your mum in the same place where you're taking energy from her because she's now having to look after you and clean after you and all this type of bullshit, bro? You know what I'm saying? Be selfish first in order to then be selfless after, bro. Doesn't come the other way around. The next thing I wish my dad had taught me is that confidence is a superpower. And I can't lie, I have to give it to my dad because my dad was always a very confident, or he is, right? He's still around, thank God. He is a very confident individual. He's always been confident, right? And to be honest with you, thanks to my dad, I feel like that's where I got a lot of my confidence from as well, right? Because my dad was always very confident, very boisterous, like, you know what I'm saying, doesn't really care, like, just say shit how it is, bro. And I definitely take after my dad in that regard. Confidence is a superpower, boys, right? Like, do you actually understand that? Like, the only difference between you and the you that you want to be is that that version that you want to be actually has the balls to do a lot of shit that you want to do right now, but you ain't got the balls to go and do. Let's be all the way real. You want to move abroad. You want to dump your girlfriend because she's fat and you're not very attracted to her anymore. You want to go and cut off those friends. You want to go and, tell your manager about herself. You want to go and level up and do the inner work, but you're just scared, and you're not confident. You lack confidence. You want to go and build a personal brand. You want to go and get on social media, but you just lack confidence. You can listen to what I'm saying now and, get pissed off me like, try and throw some fucking bullshit hate to me in the comments, like that's helping either of us. Or you can take in what I'm saying and be like, right, you know what? Don't want to hear that, but it's fucking true, right? And go do something about it, G. Go become confident. Confidence is a cape, G. I was never naturally confident. My dad was not born with confidence. The other person you go and watch on YouTube after this video is not. You just confidence as soon as they come out the womb, bro. They just decide to go and be confident and act like the confident version of themselves that they actually want to become, bro. That's it. Having confidence is a superpower, bro. Because now, any single thing that I want to go and do, any conversation I want to go and have, I will just go and do that, right? But old me would have been pussyfooting around that for days and probably not done it because I was scared. And then I'd be the same person to go and envy and resent myself for not doing what I actually innately wanted to do. I wanted to go and say that to that person. I wanted to go and, you know what I mean? But I didn't have the balls to do that because I lacked confidence, bro. When you have confidence, it's a superpower, and people treat you so much differently because of the way that they can see that you treat yourself, right? I hold myself to this standard. Nobody's going to come into my life and hold me to a lower standard than I treat myself. That's disrespect. It's not going to happen. I have so much confidence in myself that I know that I'm not going to put myself through a situation which I don't want to do, right? Because I respect myself and I rate myself and I have confidence in myself. And people can see that through the content. People can see that through how I am when they meet me. Have confidence, bro. I'm telling you now, G, that if you want to turn into some Batman, Superman shit, confidence alone is a superpower that will get you to where you want to be, bro. Facts. The last piece of advice that I wish my dad had taught me, right? And I don't really think off the top of my head that my dad actually had years experience in this, maybe a little bit, but can't really remember, is sales. I wish my dad taught me that sales is life, bro. All sales is just having a conversation and communicating value. Every single thing is a sell. I'm not saying you have to sell yourself on some fucking soy sick shit and pattaya, but what I am saying, right, is that you should be able to go and, sell your service, bro. Right? Go and sell. That's how means of exchange. This is what makes the world go around, bro. Stop being scared to go and stop that, bro. Go and learn skills. Go and learn how to sell, bro. Learning sales will literally change your life, bro. I guarantee that if you go and commit to learning sales, whether it be online sales, sales rep, sales development, whatever it could be, right? High ticket closer, all these different opportunities, right? Your life will change, G. I guarantee you will learn more stuff about yourself than any other thing, vehicle, means, industry niche that you've ever done before in your whole life, bro. Guarantee it. Sales and content. Can't forget about content. When you get good at sales, you get good with women, bro. It comes hand in hand. Sales is literally just business riz, bro.
Sales is literally just business riz, bro.
These are the exact things that I genuinely wish that my dad had taught me 4 years ago. I'm 22 now. I wish he taught me that when I was 18. Already 16 is when I needed to hear that shit. So as I always say, a word to the wise is sufficient, boys. If you're wise enough to take on the information that I'm giving to you based off of what I wish my dad had taught me in hindsight, right? And if you actually implement at least 3 of the things that I've telling you, bro, it will be sufficient enough to make a big change in your life, bro. Guaranteed. But if you're watching this video just to get some dopamine and be like, oh yeah, I've just watched some YouTube today, good gems, bro, but I'm gonna go back and do my normal shit, that's your own fault and ain't nothing gonna change, bro. And as always, subscribe for more content. Go on then. Fuck off.